Hey guys, and welcome back to another affordable activewear haul. Today I have a bunch of stuff from Nepojim, and they are now selling on AliExpress. They have their own website, which I have discount codes for, and they're bringing more and more stuff to Amazon. So some of my favorite leggings that we're talking about today are actually already available on Amazon. So I will have everything linked down below. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, I have been wearing Nepojim stuff for like 2 years now, and I am trying on so much stuff today. I actually already tried all of it on, and it took me like an hour and a half just to try on clothes. I wasn't even talking about them, so we know this is going to be a lot today. Tons of great basics, some really exciting full-length leggings, some tops, a little maybe Gymshark dupe. So we got a good mix today. If you like my affordable activewear reviews, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And we're going to jump right into the review, but before we do, please comment down below what colors you would like to see in the full-length rhythm leggings, and that'll be the first thing I review today. So comment down below any new colors you'd like to see, and if you see any comments of a color that you like, just give that one a thumbs up. Alright, since this video is going to be a long one, let's get into it. So first, this has been so long awaited for me because I feel like I've been talking about the Nepojim rhythm leggings for so long, and they finally have their full-length version. I only have these in black, and usually I will size down to an extra small in rhythm leggings, but in these ones, I'm not sure if it's just the black or if it's because this new full length is a little more snugly fit. But I do have an extra small, and it was very snug to get on, so the small actually fit me perfectly. So I would recommend definitely true to size in these new full-length rhythm leggings. Not only are they a 28-inch inseam, so they are a full length and they do go all the way down to my ankle, but they also have a higher rise. Not just the waistband, but the rise itself. Everything is a lot higher. The original rhythms, I pulled them up, but they were really more of a true mid-rise. These are a true high rise, which I love because I do have a long torso. These ones also feel a little more dense and brushed than the older rhythms, which is also a good sign because they do feel a little more luxurious. Something I always love about the rhythms, I hope you can see this because this is black so it's a little hard, is that they have the most flattering glute seams that just have this very slight curve. It's not like a deep V like something like Balance Athletica. It's nothing like that. It's a very slight curve, and it always sits over my glutes. So these are a high on the booty scale, and without me even having to try to pull these up too much, the seam line sat over my glutes. So super flattering. Nice thick waistband, definitely provides some compression. Overall, these were about a medium compression. They just have a very small crotch gusset. So if you hate leggings that show the crotch gusset, like when you're standing at the front, like some leggings do, these would be a good alternative because they don't show at the front. So yeah, honestly, the first thing we're talking about is literally my favorite thing. But I hope there are more colors of these soon because your girl only wears black so much. And since I've tried these on, they already have a lot of cat fur on them because black just attracts so much fur and peach is white. So that's how it is. All right, next we have another full-length legging. These are the Love Life leggings. Not only are they full length, and not only are they also flattering on the glutes because they have the same style of glute seams as the rhythm leggings. Just look at that nice little curve. It is so flattering. I don't know where I was going with that, but they have no front seam, they have pockets, and they have curved glute seams, and they're full length, so they're amazing. These ones are already on Amazon, which is awesome. And this brown color, correct me if I'm wrong, but this kind of seems like a dupe for the Whitney Simmons chocolate brown color, or was it cherry chocolate? Because it's kind of a purpley warm brown, and those are long sold out. They were sold out in 20 seconds. So this is a good option. These ones are an extra small. I have a small and extra small. They were pretty similar to me. The extra small just has a little more waistband compression. Personally, I prefer the extra small, but I really think you can go either way. I would size down if you're in between for sure, and if you have a smaller waist size, maybe size down. Otherwise, you can totally go true to size. These ones feel a little more sleek than the last rhythm leggings, kind of like the more OG rhythm leggings that aren't super brushed, kind of a little more on the sleek side. High on the booty scale, the seams go above the glutes, seamless waistband. All these leggings have seamless waistbands, by the way. That's kind of the only thing I do now. I love the panel detailing on the waist. It was made to kind of accommodate the pockets, but I think it's just really flattering because it just kind of I don't know, compresses the side region just a little more, not in a way that gives you muffin top, but I just think the paneling is really nice. The pockets definitely will fit a phone. The only thing kind of funny about the pockets is usually with a pocket legging, when you have the bottom seam, it usually kind of continues down the leg. This one, the pocket just kind of stops in the middle of the leg of the pants, which is fine. It just kind of was a little weird to me, but I don't think it looks super strange. I just thought I would mention that. And yeah, depending on your size, they're like light to medium compression. For me, kind of more on the medium side. Kind of a thin fabric, so maybe you won't get the most cellulite coverage. But these are another pick for me today just because they are super flattering and they have pockets. Next, we have a new style of legging. Again, these are the Revival leggings. This is such a beautiful color. This is the hibiscus red. And there's also a fly bra to match this color, but we'll talk about that. So these ones I don't quite like as much as the Rhythm leggings, and I'll explain. If I had to relate these to a pair of leggings that Nepogem already has, they're like the Exploring leggings, except with no front seam. So they are a little more of a dense fabric, a little more brushed than the OG Rhythms. Just a little thicker, a little more compressive. I just don't know why they don't make every one of their leggings the same way as the Rhythm legging glute seams, because these glute seams go kind of like down scoop instead of an up scoop to enhance the glutes. So these are really just a medium on the booty scale. They sat a little too low on the glutes for me, so just wasn't my favorite there. But they do have a nice thick compressive waistband, no top seam. These ones do have that kind of like little hidden pocket in the leggings. These ones have an extended crotch gusset as opposed to the Rhythms, which just had like the little tiny crotch gusset, and these are only 25 inches. So if you're into 7/8 leggings, these are a good option. Personally, I'm more of a Rhythm legging fan because they're just a little more flattering, but these are a little bit thicker, more compressive, and they come in some cute colors. In terms of sizing for the Revival leggings, I have a small and extra small. The pinks are the smalls, the like purpley gray are extra small. Really either one works. I think that I had a little bit of extra room in the waist in the pink ones, so I'd say size down if in between, or size down if you are worried about having too much extra space in the waist, but I wouldn't say that like it's a must to size down. Next, we have some shorts. These are the Burning shorts. I was kind of hoping that these would be like Rhythm leggings in short form, but they're really more Revival leggings in short form. So they have no front seam, nice thick waistband. They have that little internal waistband pocket. They are a 6-inch inseam, which is awesome. I love 6-inch inseam shorts because they just stay on my legs really well, but they kind of have that glute seam that I don't love. Just kind of goes the opposite way from what I'd really like. I would prefer if this were like Rhythm legging glute seams in shorts form. That would be ideal for me. Love this color though. This is the light cyan. So I had a little bit of squishing at the bottom of the legs. I don't think it was crazy, and it wasn't like cutting into my legs totally per se, and it was actually pretty similar on the small and the extra small. I'd say the sizing is pretty similar. If you're in between, I'd probably size down, otherwise true to size. But yeah, these are a great no front seam short option. I don't know if I like these more than the physical shorts. I love my Nepogem physical shorts. Those are 5-inch inseam, but they're still really nice. Next, they have new fly bra colors, which first of all, just take a moment for these beautiful colors. I am obsessed with both of these. These are like my two top colors of this little launch, I guess. I wouldn't really call it a launch, but you know. The fly bra is kind of an OG favorite of mine. I just find it to be a really flattering bra. Solid medium support. It's medium coverage. I do get a tiny bit of side boob and it definitely scoops in the front, but it's still a very secure bra and I don't fall out of it. Nice secure waistband at the bottom. It is a very slightly brushed material, so it is super soft. Kind of like medium thickness straps go into this cute little design in the back. I wouldn't necessarily call it a crisscross, but it just has a ton of little like strappy details. Removable cups, definitely true to size. I have two smalls. They both fit great. And yeah, this is the light cyan. This is the hibiscus rose. And there are some leggings that do come in these colors as well, so you can have a little matching set, which I always kind of missed matching sets from Nepogem. I feel like they didn't come out with a lot of them, so I'm glad to see that. Or if you're more into a tonal look, the light cyan fly bra, dark cyan Revival leggings. That's a look, that's a look. Next, we have a looser style short. These are the Go Fly shorts. And I wanted to like these, but the inseam was a little bit short for me. This color is actually in an extra small, and I would say that these run a little big because even in the extra small, it was a relaxed fit. I just felt like the waist fit me a little better in the extra small. So I would consider sizing down in these. They have a nice elastic waistband. They have this little section of the waistband that kind of like pops up from the like kind of scrunch part. I don't know, to make it seem like kind of like a double layered situation. They have a little drawstring with little metal details, mesh lined pockets, but the inseam on these seems pretty short, maybe like a 3-inch, and I just definitely feel like I could like flash my butt a little bit in these. So not enough booty coverage for me on these ones. They could definitely be a nice little home lounge short, but this color's in the size small and it's just a little too big for me. Even in a size down, it's oversized, so I would probably recommend sizing down in these. Next, we have the Join In joggers. These are very similar in sizing to the last shorts. I felt like they just ran a little bit big. Even in the extra small, I had to tighten the waistband to be snug on my waist, so I would consider sizing down in these as well. The black camo ones are the smalls, and they just felt like huge in the waist, which is very strange. I just don't think a small should be fitting me that huge in the waist. Also, the solid colors on these are going to be like very slightly brushed, a little more soft, and the black camo is definitely like a thick, sleek material, kind of cool to the touch. So I feel like that kind of happens with prints sometimes, but just letting you guys know, these ones are not as brushed. The material on these is pretty thin. I wouldn't call them like a very thick jogger. Personally, my all-time favorite Nepojim joggers are the Step joggers. I just think the best joggers. They're a little bit thick. They're not quite legging-like, but they're not super baggy. These ones are like more on the legging side because they're a little more tight on the legs, but the waist just was a little baggy and weird for me. Little ribbed cuffs at the bottom of these, and they do have a little slight like curved seam in the back. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like glute enhancing or anything, but yeah. Next we have the Maria bra top, and this one is exciting because it's like a Lululemon Align tank dupe, except it's full length, or I wouldn't say it's like full length, but it reaches the top of your legging waistband. We have a more cropped Align tank dupe that I'll talk about next, but I thought this one was exciting because you don't see a lot of more like full length tanks, so I thought this was nice. It still has that built-in bra, and it's actually pretty supportive, definitely a solid medium support. Totally full coverage on the side boobs. It is a deep V, so this will be like a cleavagey top. So if you're not into cleavage, like this probably wouldn't be the top for you because it tends to kind of like push the girls up a little bit and, I don't know, put them on display, if you will. The material is slightly brushed, nice thick tank straps just go into like a little scoot back, and for me these hit right at the top of my legging waistband, so I would say it's a nice option if you're not really into crop tops for like the gym, for walks, things like that. The sizing for me on this one, it was definitely snug in the bra bust area, but the bottom of it was like slightly more loose, not totally like fitted for me, but I also couldn't size down because then I wouldn't have enough space in the bust because the bra area was already pretty snug, so I wouldn't recommend sizing down in this one unless you have a very small chest, but if you have a large chest, I actually may even consider sizing up in this one. So yeah, I would definitely choose the sizing based on your bra size just so that part can fit really well. Next we have the Emotion top. This one's more of a light to medium support, and it reminds me a lot of the, I think it's called the Lifetime crop. It reminds me a lot of that kind of basic cami style built-in bra tank that I love. Nepojim has some of those, but this one actually comes into like a little Y shape in the back, which is nice because if you had an issue with just like straight up and down straps falling down at all, this one's not going to fall down because it actually comes in at the back, but from the front they look really similar, so I wouldn't say this gives off too like athletic-y vibes. Like I still think you could wear this as like a normal lifestyle shirt, and the fun thing about this one is actually like you could move this little situation along. It's not like tethered in the back. I don't know if that's like a benefit in any sort of way, but still. And of course this one does have its own built-in bra as well. I am loving all of these little built-in bra tops because so many brands I feel like used to make tops that didn't have a built-in bra, and then I'd have to wear some like, I don't know, big ugly sports bra underneath, and it would always show, and I would never be able to wear tops with like these little delicate strap details, and now I can because the support in these little tops is actually getting really good. Next we have the Life Go top, and I actually love this one so much for layering that I might get some other colors. So it's made of this like ultra thin, like you can see it's super thin, super stretchy material, and it feels like very slightly brushed, so it's just super soft. And I like to like keep the sun off myself when I'm on my walks because, you know, I'm pale. And this makes for a great layering piece because it's super lightweight, it's not very heavy or thick, and it's super stretchy. I have been loving my Nepojim Ocean tops for like the longest time. Those are kind of like my go-to walk tops, but they are a little bit thicker and a little less stretchy. And this one is also nice because it's not necessarily cropped, but it just goes right to the top of my legging waistband. So it's not like extra long or anything. It just hits a really nice place on me. It has this like slightly ruched detail along the side of the top under the armpit. It doesn't really look like that much when it's on, but it's there. I just think this is a great layering piece, especially if you are wanting to wear like a sweatshirt but you don't have a lot of room underneath it for a thicker long sleeve. This one's nice and thin, so it should fit under anything. Next is the Dreamfly top. It's made of a similar material as the Life Go. It feels a little bit thicker, and I just don't like this one quite as much. It has a very open neckline into a deep V. I just prefer kind of more crew neck style shirts, and it has kind of a thicker cuff at the end, and this one's like kind of tight in the arms, almost not long enough for my sleeves, but then the body of it is very loose. So if you are looking for more of a looser open style shirt, this one is a better option than the last one, because the last one was very fitted. And you have this big slit at the side of this one, and one side is longer than the other. I want to say that this is meant to be kind of like tied up as like a little like side tie top situation. It works like that. I tend to not do that too much, so I think you can wear it either way. If you don't tie it up, then it's just going to have this like open slit at the side. But yeah, I think this is a nice color. This is the Taro pink, and still that same super thin. You guys know I hate how overused the term buttery is, but this is truly a buttery fabric. So next we have the Passion top. This one is the Align Tank dupe. The Maria top was the full length Align Tank dupe. This one is the crop. And while the Maria one wasn't very fitted on my actual torso, this one is fitted basically all the way down. So it's definitely nice and snug, but without being overly snug in the bra part. I still would definitely say size up if in between, because these do get a little bit compressive in the chest region, but personally I think the small works just fine for me. Removable bra cups, of course. Solid medium support. You do have full side boob coverage, but again, cleavagey, so if you're not into the cleavage, probably wouldn't recommend. This one feels like it could be a little bit tight in the armpit region over time, just because, I don't know, this elastic is a little thicker than some other Align dupe tanks I've tried, so just keep in mind. But I do like how this one is fitted all the way down, and I just think this style of tank is super flattering and can definitely be worn outside of the gym and outside of like athleisure as well. Next we have another full-length tank with a built-in bra. This is the Time Flow tank bra. I forget which top this reminds me of, but I have an Apogym top exactly like this except cropped. This one is the full-length version, and this one is even more full-length than the Maria top. This one goes like below my legging waistband, so this one is like a true full-length top, and it's a full-length top, but it is a fitted one all the way down, and it has the built-in bra. Definitely a solid medium support. I will be living in tops like this for the summer when I do more walks. Haven't been going on like a ton of walks right now. Should probably do more. Made of a very slightly brushed material. The straps are also nice and soft and thick, and they definitely don't cut into my traps at all. And yeah, just definitely nice to see some full-length tanks with built-in bras, because sometimes they just do that for the crops, and it's not fair for people who want full length. Next is the Benno bra tank. I'm wearing it right now, so I can't do a great job of reviewing it, but I loved this little purpley gray color. This one also has a built-in bra, definitely a little more on the fitted side as well. And I love how open shouldered this one is. So if you're trying to accentuate your shoulders a little bit, this one is great because it does come up very close to your neck. Only downside of it coming close to your neck is that over time, and since I just wore this for like the whole filming of this video, I do notice that it's cutting into my traps a little bit. Sometimes like kind of thinner straps like this that get too close to the neck can do that. So if that's something that tends to bother you, probably wouldn't go for this one. But I do love the open style, and I think that they built in the cuffs really well to where you can't see them very much, and it's actually still pretty supportive. So I would say true to size on this one. Size up if you're in between, especially if you want a little extra room in the straps for like the neck area. So we have some more exploring leggings. I'm not the biggest fans of these ones just because there are so many great like affordable tie-dye leggings out there that I'm not very drawn to the ones that kind of look like they're prints. There's either two types of tie-dye, it's either printed or it's actual dye. I prefer the actual dye ones because they actually look like tie-dye, because they are, but this one on the inside is just totally white, so this isn't my normal go-to one. And something I can just never get over about the exploring leggings is that the glute seams just lie so low on me, and they're just not as flattering on the glutes. I'm like, I just want those rhythm curved glute seams, you know, they're just so much more flattering. These are also a 7/8. It felt a little snug. I don't know if this like pattern was just not quite as stretchy as some, but yeah, they do have some other colors of this pattern. It may also slightly remind me of the Lululemon like ice dye or whatever it is. I'll insert a photo of what I mean, but anyway. that's this one. I'd say true to size on these or size up if in between, just because it did feel a little bit snug. These are 7/8, so they're only going to be a 25-inch inseam. We also have the Temb bra, I don't know how to say it, but it's definitely a unique bra for Nepogem. I've never seen them have a bra with actual hook and eye clasps in the back. So you actually have a pretty sturdy little like 3 hook and eye closure in the back, so you can kind of adjust the bra to your liking. The bottom of the bra is also a super sturdy, thick elastic as well, so I'm getting a ton of support around the bra band. It felt very lifting. The only thing for me was that I wish the straps were adjustable. They are kind of elastic straps, but they aren't adjustable, and they were just a little long on me, so I was just missing some of that kind of like lifting support. So personally, this one didn't provide quite as much support as I think it could if the straps were adjustable. These ones were more of like medium support for me. If the straps were adjustable, I think it could be more medium to high. Just your regular removable cup pads with the seam down the middle to make sure it doesn't go side to side. I'd love to see this bra with adjustable straps. And lastly, I got the Acting set, which is this 3-piece kind of seamless set. I can't tell if this is supposed to be a dupe for the Gymshark Adapt Marl Seamless. I kind of feel like it is. It's very similar, but I can't really tell if it's exactly the same. We're just gonna pretend it's a seamless set that looks similar to that. So I actually loved the leggings, and I just have to say that AliExpress is definitely the best place to get seamless leggings. So many other brands that sell seamless leggings like Gymshark, like Owner Active, Women's Best, very similar quality to AliExpress. Not that I'm saying that they're bad quality. AliExpress actually just has very good quality seamless stuff, and a lot of the Gymshark stuff ends up coming onto AliExpress anyway as dupes. So anyways, save your money, get your seamless stuff on AliExpress. These have a nice thick seamless waistband. I would say they remind me of the Gymshark Adapt Marl, so we're just gonna pretend it's like those. This is the beige color, which normally I'm not into like nude colors, but because this is so light, I think it's enough of a contrast to more skin tones that it doesn't look like you're like, you know, not wearing clothes. So it has this nice thick seamless waistband and a very slight marl to the fabric. It should hide a little bit of sweat with that marl. Not sure it's gonna be the most cellulite friendly because it is a little on the thinner side, but these are fairly compressive, maybe medium to high compression in the waist. And they have one of those raised pseudo glute seams. These were actually really flattering on the glutes. I felt like this fabric was just super stretchy and hugging in all the right places. And you could definitely like make it hug your glutes really well. So definitely medium to high, maybe high on the booty scale here. They're kind of more of a 7/8 length, a little longer than like the Revival leggings we tried today, but definitely not a 28-inch full length. And yeah, for just a basic solid seamless legging, I really liked them. I would go true to size, maybe size down if in between, because I may have had just the teeniest bit of extra room in the waist, but not enough to make me size down. The matching sports bra is one of those like multi-layered sports bras. So you do have kind of like the main bra on the inside with the cup pads and everything, so it does have just removable cups, and then you have that second layer of bra that like goes over it. I'm not really sure these styles of bras really give me that much more support. It was a solid medium support, but the straps are still kind of thin, so I wouldn't say it's like the most supportive. And then you have a ton of little strappy details in the back here, so it's definitely cute in the back. In the last part of the 3-piece set, you have one of these long sleeves made of the same material, super stretchy, and it has a high neck. It goes below your bra line, and even when I lifted up my arms, it didn't like pop up and show my bra band or anything, so you can really wear any bra under this. It doesn't have any cutouts or anything fancy. It does have one of these little like ruche details. This goes on the back, so it's like at the bottom of the back. I'm usually kind of between a small and medium in this style of top. This one was a little bit snug in the small, so the medium would have been a little bit better. So I definitely would say size up if you're unsure about the top, just because it can be a little bit constricting. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below what colors of the full-length rhythm leggings you'd like to see. Maybe I'll comment down below or heart some of the ones that I like down below as well. Definitely a ton of items today. I'd say my favorites were the long version rhythm leggings. The new Love Life pocket leggings are really nice. I loved a lot of these little cropped tops because these are just kind of like my go-to for not only lounge but like going to the grocery store. Definitely feel like all of the longer like bra tanks they launched today all fit really well and were really solid. So yeah. So again, I do have links for everything down below. If it's sold on Amazon, I will include an Amazon link for it. If it's not sold on Amazon, I'll include the AliExpress and the Nepojim website link. If you do shop on their website, I have extra discount codes that work there, but those are only active on their website. And for a while I had an AliExpress code. I don't have a new one at this point, so the AliExpress affiliate system is just honestly really confusing, and frankly I give up on it. So I appreciate you guys for trying to use my code for that. Give this video a thumbs up if you like my affordable activewear reviews. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!